Hello and welcome to another video from EarnPED.com. Hope you guys are doing great this morning. I am StevieB and today we are going to be doing all things daily missions. So over here, notice I'm at Twin Peaks, and by the balcony we have two terminals. We've got a hunting challenge terminal, which really doesn't work anymore. This is where you used to get the old iron missions that are being phased out. And then this one with the yellow exclamation point is the daily mission terminal. So I'm going to click here and see if I can get some daily missions. Notice there's 3 daily missions. I can only get 2 of them because I currently have a stage 2 daily running. And then we've got a manufacturing mission and we have a mining challenge. So I always ignore the jumpsuit one, but let's go ahead and grab these. See what we get. Woot woot, we got a Chirpy bonus mission. What? We got a Fugabura bonus mission? Nice. So notice it says Chirpy bonus, Fugabura bonus, and then level 1 finding amplifier light and Magirian mist. So here's why it says bonus, and here's why that is so awesome. Normally a daily hunting challenge 1 will give you 1 daily challenge token. Daily challenge 2 will give 2 daily challenge tokens, and daily challenge 3 for hunting will give 3 daily tokens. The manufacturing and mining challenges, it kind of varies, but it's usually 1 or 2. But when you get a bonus challenge, notice that the Chirpy bonus gives 20 daily tokens. My Feffoid, the one that I had running, only gives 2. But then the Fugabura bonus also gives 20 daily tokens. So just between these 2 tokens, I've got the ability to get 40 daily tokens today. To put that into perspective, I've been saving my daily tokens through my entire 2-year history in Entropia, and I only have 350, I think. So that is quite a substantial amount of dailies to get in one day. If I wanted to make the amplifiers, I could get 1 extra there, and I could get 2 extra from going out and trying to find 200 Magirian mist. So that is an exceptional amount of dailies. I've seen people asking, are bonus missions still in game? Yes, they are. I just got a bonus Chirpy day before yesterday. I also got a bonus manufacturing for 10 tokens that was make 51 attempts of basic screws. It's a blueprint that just requires 1 iron ingot as the input. So 51 iron ingots being manufactured through into screws got me 10 tokens. This is not originally where I was going to go with the video, but I am going to give you guys a little bit of side information too now that we've got these. So the reason I wanted to do this video this morning is because getting these is very, very important. Reason being is there are NPC traders like the ones up on the balcony. Notice there is a combat token trader, a daily token trader. Actually, let's go up here and look at them. But there's something else I want to do. I will show you guys where to find Fugabura and where to find Chirpy, because they are a little bit harder to find unless you know where to look. But that's not the direction I'm going to go. So we've got the combat token trader up here, the mayhem token trader, the attribute token trader, but over here is the daily token trader. So the reason the daily tokens are important is you can trade them for all kinds of cool limited gear. You can get BLP rifles, pistols, laser pistols and rifles, all kinds of good stuff for all kinds of power levels in game. They've got some skill pills, not necessarily the best use of daily tokens, but it's there. They've got mining finders that are really, really good. And then they've also got all these storm coats down here. Now this is the one that I've kind of been saving for, the storm coat charcoal. It increases your run speed by 25%, which is the max your run speed can be increased by. It is account bound, it is soul bound, it cannot be sold, and it does require 6,000 daily tokens to get. Obviously not very many have been redeemed. Most people do not save that many. I am only about 5% of the way there myself. So these bonus missions will help out. So for those of you who are wondering, where can I find Chirpy, where can I find Fugabura, because I get these daily missions and I do get those 2 specific bonus missions every now and then, let me help you out with the map here, because we're going to do something different in today's video. So notice this is Calypso. This is the big giant Calypso map. I'm not talking about the OLA properties down here. We're talking about the main continent up here, your rodeo, right? Okay, so notice I'm at Twin Peaks, and then to the right of Twin Peaks, directly right, is Fortress Invincible, this white area, which is a for rent PvP event area that we really don't use very much in game anymore. And then above that is Ashy Rig, this non-lootable PvP zone up here. This is where Ashy Oil Rig is, right? So let me zoom in between the two. So between the Ashy Teleporter, which is here, this little blue dot, and Ashy Rig, and Fortress Invincible, there's kind of this little triangular area, right? So right about, I would say probably somewhere in this area, that's where you can find some Fugabura. If you're over in that general direction, it should be just south of the outpost by Ashy, the one on the south side of Ashy. Just south of the outpost, if you go far enough south, you'll run into some Burklide, and mixed in with the Burklide, there's a few Fugabura. Now, they're very small, very hard to see. They don't have a ton of HP. They do run really, really fast. And there's just not a lot of them, but they are there. So if you'll hang out kind of in that area, they will spawn. It's roughly longitude 83,904, latitude 77599, right? So that's where you can find some Fugabura. Remove that. Now, what about Chirpy? What if I get a Chirpy bonus? Where do I go? Well, personally, when I get a Chirpy bonus, I come over here to the islands. Now, this first set of islands that we come to is the Atlantis Archipelago. And then over here, we've got all the land area islands, right? If we zoom in on the land area islands, this little bitty square directly in the middle, that's Medusa Bazaar. That's the Medusa Mall, which is ran by Divinity. That's where Captain Jack's Booty Hole shop is. That's where Mick's shop is. It's where Messi has his new shop. So if you TP to that mall, turn around, walk outside, and go to the left, you end up right about here on Eno Island, up on this little bitty ledge. I'm sorry, that it's not going to put the waypoint where I want because it's a land point. It's a land area. This, from the Medusa Bazaar, go to the east, literally turn around, walk out, and go toward the water like you're going east. And this little bitty tip, whatever you want to call it, right here. I know you can't see where my mouse is hovering, but north of the bazaar, far, far east. The area just north of it to the east, not the one all the way to the east across the water, just to the north and the east. So literally take your mouse from Medusa Bazaar, go up literally 1/10 of an inch, and then right 3/10 of an inch, and that's where you want to be for Chirpy, right? So good stuff there. So what else can we do for daily tokens? Because obviously daily tokens are rather hard to get unless you get a daily mission that happens to be a bonus mission like I just got. Well, good news is that it's actually designed to help newer players easier. So I'm going to hop over to Camp Icarus. If it will teleport me. I don't know why the teleporter has not been acting correctly the past 2 days. Plenty of hater coffee already made. I'm going to start calling it Haterade. Made it this morning. So if we actually will end up teleporting, then at Camp Icarus, as many of you know, we have the Gauntlet. So here's the deal, guys. The first time you go through Gauntlet, which is this little white thing sticking up out of the ground, it's got an NPC wearing a white jacket standing next to it, just to my left. Then the first time you go through, you get the Vivo S10, and you also get the 100,000 ammo, right? But the good news is, you also get daily tokens, and you only get the Vivo S10 and the ammo the first time you do it. However, you can continue getting the daily tokens every day until you hit profession level 10 in any profession. Now, unfortunately, this is not something I took advantage of, but it's something that if you're a newer player, you definitely can take advantage of. Once you hit profession level 10, you can still do it. It just is not as valuable because you don't get the daily tokens. So the reason that I decided to come this way anyway, the reason I decided to go ahead and shoot the video, is because I wanted to show you guys the Argonaut cave. So if you guys notice up in the top right, I actually am working on my Iron Argonaut 5. You cannot get iron missions anymore. They're being phased out. They've been replaced by codex. In a way that's good, in a way that's bad. I personally like iron missions better. I think that they were the better thing for the game because they excuse me guys, they allowed you to pick how you wanted to play, what you wanted to do, the rewards you wanted to go after. But they also put a lot of strain on the server because of the way that they were designed. So because of that, it did get phased out, or it is getting phased out, right? So unfortunately that's happening, but I wanted to finish Argonaut 5. And it turns out there's actually an Iron Argonaut daily mission. So we're going to head over and check it out. And then I am going to end the video by showing you guys where the Feffoid mission is. So notice I was at Camp Icarus, I just got my quad, I went straight up. And now I'm veering slightly to the left. People ask me all the time, what do I think is kind of the natural progression of mobs? Personally, my feelings, I tell people, my disciples in mentorship, I tell them start with puny. Once you've got puny down and you've maxed out some weapons, move on to exosaurs at North Swamp Camp or Winter Park, get those blazer fragments. Then move on to either Foul that are level 4, and then eventually Argonaut, which are level 5, right? There are some lower level Argonaut. They just do not drop the same kind of stuff that you would want from a higher level Argonaut. So let me see if I can actually find the Argonaut mission. It should be right here somewhere-ish. I might be in the wrong spot. This is Argonaut Island. I know the entrance to it is right over here. I am not in the right spot. I've got to be closer to Port Atlantis. Where is the actual... That's where the entrance to it is. Okay, change of plans, because I haven't done this in forever. I am going to show you guys where the entrance to it is. Unless that's it. Up here we go. Sorry guys, I literally have not done this mission in forever. So Argonaut Island, over here just, to the left of Camp Icarus. So notice that there's this little bubbly thingy down here, right? So let's go here. So in here you have the Argonaut Island outpost. There are some different NPCs. Notice this one over here has a yellow thing above his head. This is the researcher. Hey, thank you for all the help so far, but could you help us out a bit more? When the Argonauts took our colleagues, they also took the gear. The gear is still in the caves and I want to get it back. Do you think you could help? Sure, I can at least try. So this is the Research Discovery daily mission. You have to kill 50 level 5 Argonauts, and you have to just interact with 5 pieces of gear that are on the ground. So I'll show you where the entrance to the cave is, because it's here on the island, and then I'll go show you guys the entrance to the Fef cave. I will record both the Argonaut cave and the Fef cave for separate videos, but we're already at the 13-minute mark and I don't want to make these like an hour-long video. So I'm going to split it up into 3 parts. This will be part 1, just showing you guys where everything is. So the entrance to the cave is right down there, right directly below me in that little cave entrance, right? So now I'm going to turn and I'm going to go to Port Atlantis to pick up the Feffoid mission, because it is also a daily mission. So the reason I'm doing these missions in particular is I'm stacking. So notice I'm doing Iron Argonaut 5, right? Notice I'm also working on my Argonaut Codex, which is currently rank 15. So I've still got about 3,200 kills to go, which I hope to finish either today or tomorrow for Argonaut 5. I've still got 11 ranks to go in the Codex, right? So because of that, what makes more sense? To do just that and then come back later and to kill 50 more Argonauts to get a daily token? Or does it make sense to go ahead and do the Argonaut daily, get the daily token for the 50 kills I'm going to do in there? Those 50 kills are going to count towards Codex, and they're going to count towards my Iron Argonaut 10, or I'm sorry, Iron Argonaut 5, right? So same with the Feffoid. I'm working on an Iron Feffoid mission chain, which you guys can no longer get. I'm also working on a Feffoid bonus mission that I got for daily tokens, and I'm working on Feffoid Codex. It makes sense for me to go ahead and finish all three of those this morning, get my daily token. Now I free up that slot in my mission set to hopefully get a new bonus mission tomorrow, and I get all those great things going at once. If you can stack your missions, then you're going to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of PED because you're getting more reward for less PED outlay, if that makes sense. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Landing. Landing is always a problem for me. I'm not very good at it. Ha ha ha, yeah, I know my haters. Yeah, he's not very good at many things. Shut up. Okay, so here we are at wonderful Port Atlantis. You guys know this is where I oftentimes tell people they should come from the get-go, because this is one of the areas where you can find a whole lot of punies very, very easily. So we have the Port Atlantis Mall. Up on top of the mall, there's a teleporter. If you can actually see my radar, there's a blue dot on my radar. That blue dot is a teleporter. Anytime you see a blue dot on your radar, it's a teleporter. Then over here, directly across from the Port Atlantis Mall, there is another teleporter. It's up there on the 3rd floor. And if you go to that teleporter, there's actually an NPC called the Teleporter Technician that you can speak to. And the Teleporter Technician unlocks a whole lot of teleporters for you simply by talking to them. So this is the North Gate, the gate I tell people to go out to go find all the punies. But I'm going to go over here because there's an NPC over here that should have a yellow thing above its head. Hey, look, I'm getting pretty good at this, right? Miss Leanna. So Miss Leanna is the one that gives out the daily Feffoid mission. Interested in an adventure? I have found a cave with some strange crystals. The only problem is the cave is full of Feffoids. If I was more experienced and much better equipped, I would go myself, but I have to ask you to help. I'll help you out. Yes. Alright, see you soon. Cool. And notice I get the waypoint to the cave, which on my map, it's going to say 3. So notice that Argonaut Island is waypoint 2, and waypoint number 3 is going to be the entrance to the Get the Crystals daily, which I'm going to feature in another video here shortly. So word to the wise guys, the Argonaut daily, they are level 5. That's going to be really, really hard for somebody who started, earlier today. Before you do the Argonaut daily, you're definitely going to want to have the Armatrix LR10. That's probably going to be the general skill range you're going to want to be in. You're going to want to have some basic defense skills, maybe some basic adjusted pixie armor from Graduating Mentor, and an Armatrix LR10. For the Feffoid mission, they're actually a little bit higher level. I believe the daily Feffoid cave, they're level 13. They do have a lot of regen really fast, so you either have to have super fast reload or be able to put out some decent DPS. At 40 DPS, even with the reload that I have, they still regen on me a little bit. So it might be something more like an LR20 plus a reload ring, or an LR15 bare minimum plus a reload ring. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's not super impossible either. So the biggest thing with that is you got to kill 50, then you've got to find the crystal on the ground. It's in one certain area, it never moves, but you can't hardly see it unless you're right on top of it. So we'll do a whole separate video about that. So that's the most basic dailies here on Calypso that I know of. The Argonaut daily you can do every day. The Enter the Cave for the Feffoid daily you can do every day. I'm doing them both today because I want to stack them, because I am hunting Argonauts and trying to clear out some of these missions. The Feffoids I want to do to clear out some of my Feffoid stuff so I can get a new daily for hunting daily number 2. And then now I've got to go take care of Chirpy and Fugabura, because I'm just going to be stacking daily tokens today left and right apparently. So guys, I will leave it there. I will get the Argonaut daily and the Feffoid daily uploaded in separate videos later on for you to be able to see and kind of get a walkthrough feel for, because the Argonaut cave is a little bit confusing. I still get lost in it, and the Feffoid cave, you just gotta know how to find the crystal. So from everybody at EarnPED.com, I will leave it there for now. That's the general overview of how to get your daily missions and how to find the NPCs for the Argonaut daily and the Feffoid daily. I'll just leave it there. You guys continue to learn and earn, and we'll be back with more great content very, very soon. See you guys.